Hey, what's going on, everybody? Samuel Akem here, and I'm back with another one. Today, I will be breaking down Idaho versus Weber State. So, Weber State got a big upset win against Idaho this weekend. Idaho had a few turnovers through the middle of the game that really hurt them. Their offense was moving the ball fairly successfully. We're really going to break it down in here. I think Hayden Hatten had a phenomenal game. I think he had like 140 receiving yards, a touchdown. He had a touchdown late in the game. Giovanni McCoy played a decent game. Their offensive line struggled a little bit. Yeah, I think the problems with Idaho showed themselves here again. Their defense wasn't able to stop the run, which is something that they struggled with in the second half of the Montana State game that almost got them beat. They ended up winning that game. But the turnovers is really the biggest thing that hurt them. They were really in this game through and through. They weren't so much able to move the ball successfully through the middle of the game. They weren't able to convert drives really in this game. We're going to break it all down here. But the biggest point is Idaho was the number 4 team in the country. They took a loss, which set up what we now know as the Big Sky Championship game, which is going to be the Brawl of the Wild, Cat Grizz, whatever you want to call it. Montana State and Montana are going to play for the Big Sky Championship. Idaho taking that loss set that up. Idaho was still playing for a chance to win a piece of the Big Sky Championship. If Montana State would have then went on to beat Montana, I think Idaho would have won the conference outright, but they ended up losing. So that gives them 2 losses in conference and knocks them out of the contention, because after this Montana State-Montana game, one of those teams is only going to have 1 loss in conference, giving them a 7-1 record, giving them the Big Sky Championship, giving them most likely a top 3 seed. I'm saying top 3. A lot of people have been saying top 2. I say top 3 because you don't know how the selection committee is going to pick. Furman most likely going to end up 10-0 in the FCS unless they lose this week. That's probably going to play into it, the selection committee. I'm not so versed on how the selection committee does things, but yeah, we have that. Big time game in the Big Sky. Weber State been having a down year. I think they honestly had a down year last year as well. This is a team that dominated the Big Sky for years and years and probably has kind of hit some down times. I'm not sure if Jay Hill is still there. I can't remember if he is or not, but Weber State's been down. I don't know if it's recruiting. I don't know if it's coaching. I don't know what it is, but they've been down. They ended up getting the dub here, and we're going to break it down. Let's get into it. Idaho started off with the ball. They're going to run this play action, get it to the tight end who seeps out to the flats. So the tight end's right here. They're in a hit formation, looks like 12. So you got 2 receivers, 2 tight ends, and a running back. 12, meaning 1 running back, 2 tight ends. 12, 1, 2. There we go. You're going to send this receiver on a pre-snap motion, play action, running the running back out on that wheel. Most likely this receiver here is just running vertical, some type of post vertical, but really you're just trying to, you're trying to get this tight end out into that under type, that under type area. Tight end turns it into a gain of like 20-25 yards, and Idaho's moving on their first drive of the game. Another first down run, and they get nothing here. I don't know whose fault this is, but you're going to get this guy right here, this D lineman right here, going to bust through the line of scrimmage and going to get a loss of tackle for loss. Good play by him. Great play by him. Another thing that I think affected Idaho in this game is Ramos is a good guy, is a good running back. You know, he runs hard, he runs physical. He's a bigger back than Anthony Woods is, but they were missing Anthony Woods, and I think that's a big hole in their offense. I think he's probably one of the best running backs in the conference. I would probably put him at top 3. I'd put Eli Gilman up there as well. And then whoever you want to put, probably top 5. Let's say Anthony Woods is probably top 5 because Bozeman has a lot of good running backs. I saw a stat today that like 6 of the, this was yesterday actually, but 6 of the top rushers and yards per carry in the conference are on Montana State. That is absolutely ridiculous. We're not talking about Montana State today. We're talking about Idaho and Weber State, but I think Anthony Woods not being in the game I say all that to say Anthony Woods is probably one of the top 5 backs in the conference, and him not playing probably hurt them a little bit, truth be told. So you're going to get this out concept up top. Looks like they're trying to get 2 along the sidelines. You got this number 1 receiver, what looks to be running a corner route. It looks like zone coverage as well. There's no there is a high safety. So you got 1 high safety up here. Looks to be cover 3. That corner's in that zone coverage. You're running that corner, but then you have this linebacker who's most likely playing a curl flat. He's got to honor that. Who's that receiver? I think that's Hatten. Yeah, he's going to honor Hatten. Hatten's going to run that out. Good route by him. Good body language here at the top of the route. Doesn't give it away at the top. gets to his depth, then breaks it off. Good catch. Good play. Good play by Idaho. Got a 2nd and 8 coming up. Play action fake. Fade ball. Good catch. Great ball by Giovanni McCoy. Good pocket. Running back's going to get this protection here. Add into the protection. Great pickup by him. Watch the release by Hatten. Nothing too crazy. I think he just went. 1 step, go. Yep. Hold the line. There's not too much space on the sidelines for Giovanni McCoy to make the play, but Hatten did a really good job of going to attack the ball at the highest point. Don't let it come down to you. Don't body catch it. Go attack it. Get 2 feet down. Great play. That gets them down in the red zone territory. You're now down in red zone territory, 2nd and 7. You're gonna try to. He wants this fade by Hatten, but it's not there. You see him right at the snap. He's looking at it. He wants to throw it, but there's just not. It's just not there. It's not there. Good coverage by number 23. So he's going to get out of the pocket, scramble, and throw it away. They got pressure on him late. Had a play potentially there, but looks like this linebacker's just watching him the whole time, waiting for him to potentially scramble. And yeah, this is 12 personnel for sure. Yep, 12 personnel. So you got 2 tight ends, only 2 receivers on the route. Really looking for him. You're not looking for anybody else, actually. Now that you look at this, number 1's not even running a route here. So his only look was really to Hatten. Number 1, I don't know if number 1 got confused about assignment, but he's blocking. And then you also have these guys downfield blocking as well. Just, they got him. Weber State got him. So makes it 3rd and 7. This is an interesting play. So they're going to run number 1 on this under. They're blocking all these receivers on the front side of the formation. They're blocking the backside. You have number 1 running this under, but watch his route. He's going to get under the line of scrimmage. That makes it legal that these guys are blocking. Because he's catching the ball behind the line of scrimmage, these guys can block downfield. They don't so much get the blocks. It's a nice play design, but Weber State really has numbers, to be honest. I mean, you got to get a block here. There's a corner here, block, and a block somewhere here. But then you got this guy's kind of hanging this way, and then you got this safety over top. Nobody really gets, I mean, it just doesn't work out. It just doesn't work out. They're trying to get their blocks, but Hayden Hatten tries to get this guy instead of getting this backer. He tries to go get that safety. Just works out in Weber State's favor, and they get a TFL. And Idaho ended up kicking the field goal, making it a 3-0 lead. Making it a 3-0 lead for Idaho early on in the game. Gonna get this quick out, RPO. I don't know if this is RPO. I mean, it's definitely RPO because they're run blocking. The quarterback's gonna pull it and throw the out. Quick out to number 18. And he's gonna get like 6 or 7 on 1st down. Got a 3rd and 3 now. I think this guy's name is Chris Jackson. I believe his name is Chris Jackson. He had a decent game. He's a good running back. Weber State always has a plethora of running backs that are able to fill in and do the job effectively. And they're going to get a good run on 3rd and 3 to get the 1st down. Quick little screen here. RPO screen. He's reading it. I like the read, honestly. You got this linebacker in the box. You got really 2-on-2 out here. If you want to count him, he could probably add in. But these are fairly good numbers for this play. RPO, pull, throw the screen, quick screen. And he doesn't really get, I mean, he gets 5 to 6, maybe 7. He gets 7 on 2nd and 15. That's a good play. I know a lot of times when I was in college, our coaches used to just tell us, just get 5. Just get 5. Like when we're throwing stuff like this, especially when we didn't have blockers, like when you throw these quick, you're replacing it for a run. And on a run, you're looking to get 6 or 7 most times. And they got 7 on that. So that's a good play. 3rd and 8. You're going to throw the slant. Good ball by this quarterback. I'm pretty sure this quarterback might be a freshman for Weber State. I think his last name is Munoz. I might be wrong. He's number 10. Good player. Good slant by number 14. Good route. They got him singled up on this single side. Looks like they're running some type of quarters. Idaho's running some type of quarters. You see this guy playing low, but it's probably because he's trying to add in on the run. But you see the shell pre-snap, even though they're super low. Looks like zone, quarters. Especially the way these guys are playing, definitely looks like quarters. Just a good ball, good completion. Good completion on 3rd and 8. Way to start the drive for Weber State. Good play. 3rd and 10 coming up. They're going to run this screen to number 7. Good setup. They're going to send the guards, the 2 guards in the center, or just a guard in the center. I don't know if this guy's supposed to be blocking downfield, but he's trying to get down there. And Jackson gets about 4 or 5 yards on 1st down, or on 3rd down. Not enough for the 1st down. And Weber State's going to miss the field goal right off the crossbar. Right off the crossbar. Tough play for them to start their first drive, and Idaho will maintain a 3-0 lead. So you get this 3rd and 1 early on in that next drive for Idaho, and they're going to do a full-blown tush push, and it's going to work. They brought in their backup quarterback. I'm not sure his name. His number's number 2. They brought him in for this tush push type play, and he got the 1st down. 1st and 10 for Idaho. What do we got here? Pre-snap. Run to number 1, and it's getting blown up all the way. Good recognition by these guys. When you run plays like this, you hope that they bypass this guy that you're tossing the ball to, because you're trying to give him some eye candy, you know, but I think you'd like it to be a little cleaner. You'd probably like him to be a little closer when the ball is snapped so he can catch it and just drop it off to him, instead of making it so, like, when you do it this far away, everybody can see that ball's getting tossed to him. I mean, he underhand tossed it to him. I'm not in their offense, so I don't know how they want this to work out. I know we ran this before when I was in college, and it was almost like the quarterback caught it and just basically dropped it in the receiver's hands. That's how fast it worked out in the progression of the play. This is a little more spaced out, a little further. Number 3 notices it and makes a tackle for loss. So you got 3rd down coming up. You're gonna run it to this running back. I'm blanking on his name right now, but he's not gonna get it. He does not get the 1st down. And as Idaho does, they're going to go for it on 4th down. You got a 4th and 3 for Idaho. And what are they going to do? They're going to dial up their best player. So you got this slot fade by number 2 and this slant route by Hatten. You probably can't see him at the bottom. He puts a really good release on, hezzies him at the top of the break, and gets wide open. Only thing I'd probably say, which probably a lot of coaches always are on receivers for, is he's drifting upfield. He's so open it doesn't really make a difference, but he's drifting upfield in the slant. That's how you open up a window for the DB to come underneath and pick it. Doesn't matter here. McCoy puts a good ball on, and Hatten makes the catch. Good play. You got another 3rd down coming up on this same drive, and they're running this mesh concept on the inside, and he gets it to Hatten. Mesh meaning right here on this mesh, these 2 receivers, Hatten and this other receiver running this mesh. You got this running back coming out. I don't know if the running back or the number 1 was trying to get OTB. I don't know what number 1. He started in the backfield. It looks like he's wrapping around. I don't know if he would have enough time to get to the over the ball OTB alignment, but whatever they're doing, he's looping around that formation. The point of the matter is, on 3rd and 7, they did not get the 1st down. He's probably about 4 yards short. That was the end of the 1st quarter, but they're going to go for it again on 4th and 4, 4th and 3, 4th and 4, whatever it is. They're going for it, and they're going to run that mesh again, but they tried to throw it 4th and 3. You see right there, 4th and 3. They're running mesh again. They got the tight end on an OTB this time. That's watch the mesh concept work out on the inside. Mesh by the 2 receivers, OTB by the tight end. And you got this outside receiver trainer who's very physical. He's always physical at the top of his routes. Very physical, gets open, kind of slips at the top of his route, and it's incomplete. It probably 100% would have been completed if he hadn't have slipped. He does, and they turn over the ball. And you're going to give Weber State the ball back right inside their own 40. Right inside their own 40. They get the ball back. 35-yard line, they get the ball back. Mesh by Weber State, and you got this out by this receiver up here. So watch this mesh concept. Number 3 here in this tight bunch formation is going to run the out concept. You got the mesh here. I don't know what that number 1 receiver was on, but you definitely got this mesh on the inside. You got this running back running a rail route, but he's going to work the out. Oh, the corner. Looked like he was working the out. So you got the out. So number 1 ran a corner. So that's the route concept. Corner by number 1, mesh working with number 14 here on this inside mesh. You're sending the running back on a rail route, and you got number 5 on this 5-step out. That is putting stress on this corner. He's trying to, the out is supposed to really hold this corner so that you can get that corner route deep out, whatever you want to call it, deep out or corner over the top. It's honestly a really good ball, but Idaho makes good play. The corner closes on it, and that safety is right there. He wouldn't have came down in bounds. Good play by them. Good play by them. They ended up punting it away. That was on 3rd and 5. So Weber State ended up punting it away back to Idaho, and Idaho's going to run this reverse to number 1, and they're going to have a pretty good play on their hands. Everybody's blocking down. Got to have good eye discipline on defense. Weber State is confused on defense, and Idaho's going to get about 10 to 15 yards on first down. So you're going to throw this fade, and it's incomplete, but they're going to get a fade to Hatten. It looks like 4 verts. They're running 4 verts, blocking with the running back off the play action. And Hatton's going to get a PI here, which is, I believe it's a good call. Number 4 is not looking at the ball. That's a PI. He's trying to look back at the ball, but he's also pass interference. He's like holding Hatton's arm down at the same time. So you got to call that. He's all over him. That's a good call. Good call. Under route by number 1. Looks like Weber State is in a cover 3. I see cover 3 for sure. Under route by number 1, and he's gonna get a first down on 2nd and 10. 1st and 10. Idaho's inside the 30. They got their backup quarterback in. They're gonna try to run this. Man, this is an interesting play. So they throw it to the quarterback. Notice how they throw it behind the line. It's a backwards pass so that McCoy can throw it again. Backwards pass. You got all these receivers and this tight end blocking in front of him. You're basically telling the linemen to wait. The linemen are sifting out to go get on those blocks, and you got number 2 with, nothing but green grass in front of him. He gets down to the 1-yard line, and they're going to try to run it in, but Weber State, this is a good goal line stand by Weber State. Idaho does end up getting in. I put these 2 plays on here, though, because I felt like this is a good goal line stand by Weber State. I mean, look at this. He looks like he's about to walk in the end zone, and he meets these 2 linebackers. Nothing. Stopped on the 1. Let's try it again. And he gets in there. So I think I took the other one off there, but this, I think they got in on 3rd down on this one. There were 2 good stops that they had, but he's going to end up getting in there for the touchdown. So Idaho then takes a 10-0 lead on Weber State. Good plays by them, good drive. They got helped out by that PI by Weber State, but good drive. They put a good drive together, drawing up some plays. That trick play is what helped them. I'd be interested to know how that drive looks if they don't call that trick play. Honestly, up to this point, it seems like up to this point in the game, in the review, in the breakdown, it seems like they haven't been moving the ball too successfully. You know, they've been able to get it here and there, but they keep getting in 3rd and 4th down situations. So that means Weber State was playing some good defense. That means Idaho wasn't too much able to move the ball that successfully, but they have a 10-0 lead with about 10 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. So they're looking good. They're sitting pretty. Weber State also has had a missed field goal at this point, but got the run inside here by you got this run inside here by Weber State, and he's gonna get about 5 yards on 2nd and 5. Another run. He's gonna bounce it out. He's gonna do this like 2 times in a row. You got the contain here, but he can't so much get out there, and the safety kind of gets caught up behind this D end. So that opens up the edge for him. You got the running back or the receiver down here who was running off. Great run off by him, and you get a run for about 20 to 30 yards. The next play, I believe this was the exactly next play, and the same thing's going to happen. He's going to get around the edge, and it's a big run, and Weber State is down in the red zone. So after all that Idaho did to get down and get a touchdown to make it 10-0, Weber State drives down there in about 3 or 4 plays and gets in the red zone. Going to throw this, they're going to do this boot and try to throw this flat to the tight end. 1 tight end's on a wheel. You're running this tight end on a wheel. He was attached pre-snap. You got really this tight end on the backside. Number 14 is going to run a spot. This tight end's going to run a wheel, flat wheel. And then you got this tight end that you're trying to basically clear all this space with these 2 routes from number 1 and number 2, or number 1 and the tight end. And you're trying to clear that space open for him. Idaho stays home, stays in their zones, and they're able to cover it. Good play by Idaho. 3rd and goal. Number 14 is going to get the ball, and on this little This is more so how I think Idaho wanted their little toss, their little jet sweep toss play to work. This is technically a pass also. I've talked about this in past videos as well, but this is a pass play. So on this short shovel pass, and 14 just got to lower that shoulder a little more. He's right there. Literally got as close as you could get without getting in. Good play by Idaho. Great play by this corner over here. He made the play. Good job by him. Just held him up until the cavalry was able to get there, and they got him down. But then number 7, they go for it on 4th and goal, and everybody kind of gets just hammered down in there, and number 7 bounces it for the touchdown. So Weber State then makes it 10-7 with 6 minutes left in the second quarter. We got a little bit of a game on our hands. Run on 1st and 10 to Ramos. Good run. Is it Ramos? I don't know. It's not Ramos. It's, man, I can't remember this guy's name. Number 3, the running back number 3. Great run by him. Good jump cut. He gets about 11 on first down. First down. Got another first down. And you got this deep over by Hatten. So you got Hatten here pre-snap. He looks like he's going mostly vertical, but he's going to end up over here on the sidelines. I believe you ran number 1 and 2 at the top of your screen here. I think both of them ran verticals. It looks like they probably ran post to clear the over top coverage for Hatten coming underneath. You got Hatten coming underneath on the over, and then you also have the tight end coming underneath on an under. So you got the hard play, not really hard play action, quick play action, and then you're clearing out the over top coverage with the post, and you got Hatten coming across. Good play design, good execution, great play. 1st and 10. Here we go. Another play action. Another play action to the running back. And you're going to roll out. Not really. Short rollout. And you're hitting the tight end once again. This seems like almost like the exact same play they ran to start the game, to start their first drive. Watch the tight end here. He's going to get lost in there and run that under. Good play. Gets about 7 yards. Ends up being 2nd and 9. They might have got a penalty. I'm not so sure what happened, but might have been some type of flag. 2nd and 9 though. Another play action, but they're gonna get a sack. This tackle just gets beat. There's no other way to put it. He just gets beat on the outside, and that's a sack. Tough play for them, especially going into halftime. Not halftime so much yet. You got 4 minutes left in the quarter, in the half still, but you're trying to get points on the board. You're trying to get points on the board, especially since you started off with the ball. You might not get the ball back again this half, and to give up a sack when you're kind of in field goal range, it hurts. It truly does hurt. So you got a 3rd and 15, and they're just going to throw this quick screen to the running back. You got the 2 blockers out front, 2 receivers blocking. Throw the quick swing route to the running back, and he gets maybe 5. Weber State gets the stop. Idaho does end up kicking a field goal. That's one thing that Idaho does have playing in their favor. Their field goal kicker is really good, and their field goal kicker kicks a field goal, making it a 13-7 lead for Idaho with 2 minutes left in the first half. This was a play. This was a play. So you got 1st and 10, or 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 for Weber State to start this drive. They're going to basically go hard play action. I don't even know if there's another receiver in on this fort. No, this is 13. So this is 13 personnel. Watch, count the numbers. 1, 2, 3 tight ends, 1 running back. That is 13 personnel, 5 linemen obviously. So, and then you got 1 receiver. 1 receiver route. They're running them on a deep post. Well, not a 1 receiver route, because you have this tight end on the over. Not even the over. It's like an over, an under / wheel route. But he takes the post. He's looking at the post. The under / over for the tight end was really covered anyway. And it's a great catch. Great catch. Great ball. Great catch. I mean, great play by them. Great throw by number 10. This looks really good. Good ball. There's nobody over top up there. Just one-on-one with him in the corner. And he wins. Good play. 1st and 15. Get the screen out. You got all these linemen coming up field. So what do we want to do? Get the screen out. They thought they had a sack in hand. And they throw this screen to number 35. And he's getting about 30 yards on 1st and 15. Another run to number 35. I mean, see, this is like the 3rd back we've seen during the Idaho-Weber game, and they've all been fairly successful to a certain degree. He gets about 9 to 10 yards on 1st down. Now you got a 1st and goal opportunity with 50 seconds left in the half, and he's gonna almost get in. He walks in, easy touchdown, making it 14-13 going into the half. Good blocks, good for them to seal this off on this right side. Way to seal it off on the left side as well. Moving bodies, big hole for him to run through, easy touchdown. 14-13 Weber State, and we start the second half. Weber State starts the half off with the ball, and yeah, let's see how the second half goes. I'm gonna start it off with a run. Well, actually, it's 2nd and 17 already. I think they got a couple of penalties. They might have got a false start, maybe a holding. I can't so much remember, but we got 2nd and 17 early on in the second half. Hand it off to number 7 for about 4 yards, making it 3rd and 13. And they're just going to run it again, probably content with punting it. And Idaho gets the stop to start the half. So you got 13 minutes left. It's a 14-13 game. Idaho's winning, or Weber State's winning. Idaho's got the ball. Let's see what they do. The first drive of the second half. Little play action. Looks like you got some type of verticals. Scramble and incomplete. So it says second. Okay, yeah, it's 3rd and 4. You got a 3rd and 4 right here, and almost a sack. Great play by McCoy. This is a great play. So nothing's really open early. You have your tight end in on the protection, but he's gonna drop out of the protection late, really late, and give his quarterback a check down. Everything downfield is covered. Weber State is bringing pressure here. They brought one extra, and their running back's not in the protection. But you know, this is a good scheme by Weber State. Weber State looks like they run like some type of stunt on the inside here, which gets this linebacker free. He comes free late. McCoy's able to make a miss. He doesn't make these other guys miss. They put a good hit on him. I didn't put the end zone view of this, the other view of this, but they hit him pretty good. The tight end leaked out late, and he's able to find him for the first down on 3rd and 4. Really good play by Idaho. Really good play by McCoy and that tight end to be able to make that happen. I mean, if you see McCoy this is the next play, and McCoy's, you know, he's hurting. He took a pretty nice shot. And then this is when the mistakes started to get Idaho. You're gonna see this ball come out late. I did not put the review. I did not put the replay reviews on here, but it was a fumble. They fumbled it, and first drive of the second half, we have Idaho's first big mistake. They've had some little mistakes here and there, going for it on 4th down. I think they've been able to move the ball fairly well. Their O-line has struggled a bit picking up the blitz, but they were in this game. They're still in this game. I mean, they turned the ball over, but they're still in this game. It's 14-13. Weber State got the lead with the ball back on Idaho's first drive, but that is a big mistake. I mentioned on Twitter how I wanted to look at this game to see what Idaho did to lose the game, and it was really the 2 turnovers. I mean, I think they were able to move the ball fairly effectively. I think they would have. I think this game, Idaho probably wins this game if they don't turn over the ball twice. We don't know because they did turn over the ball twice, but that is the first big mistake, and it's going to end up biting them later on in the game. You got this fade, and I mean, this is how you capitalize. This is how you capitalize on a sudden change. On a sudden change, your defense gets a turnover. This is how you want your offense to capitalize. They're going to go this quick play action to the running back, but hit the fade to number 18 on the outside. Great. This is a great ball. This is a great ball by number 10. Great ball. Great placement. I mean, this is awesome. Really good placement on this ball. Good route by number 18, and he got the 2 feet down. Good play to get him in the red zone, and now they're going to go back the other way on the fade to number 14. I don't know if you can see him down here, but he's just going to set it up with a quick little hezzy and run away. And it's good by him too, because he saved a lot of space. He's basically on like the pro numbers. If there were pro numbers on this field, they would probably be around that area. So he has hella space on the outside of himself to get to this route. Number 10 gets a little bit of pressure, but he gets the ball up and down, and it's a dime. I mean, this drive, number 10 had 2 throws. The first throw right after the turnover, and this throw where it's just like, chef's kiss. Amazing. Great ball. Touchdown, and that gives Weber State the 21-13 lead, and this is kind of when it started to snowball for Idaho. They were still able to move the ball fairly effectively. They might have even got a touchdown this next drive, but that turnovers will kill you. I mean, if you look at any statistic in football and you want to know the #1 statistic that leads to wins or losses, it's turnovers. Any coach will tell you that, and it's fact all the time. There are instances where teams can lead in the turnover department and still win the game. Most of the times those teams the teams that they're playing against aren't very good, but it happens. But most times when you lose the turnover battle and you lose a game, they're closely related, and I would say 100% they're closely related for Idaho in this loss. Got this quick boot. You're gonna get it to the, not even a boot, this is designed to go to the tight end. This isn't going to anybody else. You look at the blockers, they're blocking downfield, but he's catching it behind the line of scrimmage, so that's legal. And he's going to get about 9 yards on first down. 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Quick play action. Good catch by number 0. This cornerback, it looks like he's inside. I mean, you can even tell right here he looks fairly hard inside leverage. Number 0 is going to run this slant, but he's going to bring it flat. McCoy's going to put the ball on his chest right where you got to have it, right there with that tight coverage. 0 makes the catch on 2nd and 2. Good play. Got a 2nd and 10. Out up top to Hatten. Looks like zone coverage. Probably a cover 3. I can't so much see the over top coverage, but I think there's one high safety here. This guy's in a zone turn already. Looks like a cover 3 coverage, and that leaves it wide open for the quick out to Hatten. Hatton's gonna get about 7 yards on first down, or on 2nd down, making it 3rd and 3, and they're gonna hit Hatten on the other side. They get Hatten the ball so many ways. This just looks like a quick hitch to Hatten during in off-man coverage, and he's gonna make something happen. Man, this move was so subtle, but it got him so clear of this defender. It froze this defender. Just a quick freeze, and the defender even stumbles. Good play by Hatten. Idaho's inside the 25 now. Run play to number 3. Good jump cuts. Make it 2nd and short. She got a 2nd and 2. Another good run. Another good cuts. Great play. Way to finish. Way to finish falling forward. Good blocks up front by the line. Good blocks up front by the tight end to seal that off. I don't know what this guy's doing. It looks like he was coming down here to make a hit. If he was coming down here to make the tackle on the running back, he probably could have made it, but he wasn't worried about that. He was probably worried about putting a hit on the tackle, which he did. I mean, the guard, not the tackle, the guard. Put a hit on that guard. He put a hit on the guard, but he probably could have put a hit on the running back. He didn't, and it's a big play for Idaho. They're getting inside the red zone, and they score fairly easily. I think that was like a play or two later, but I don't have another view of it, but he got the touchdown. That doesn't matter, though. That makes it 21-19. Idaho is going to go for 2. We're going to try to run this handoff fake. I mean, so the running back is taking the snap. They're making it look like wildcat, handing it off, fake the reverse to the wide receiver, and they're trying to boot out. I think that's Hatten right here. No, Hatton's right here. So Hatton's running across to take the coverage out of there, and they're trying to boot the tight end out. You probably would like him to stay a little closer to the line of scrimmage to disguise that block a little more so that he can get out. They covered it well, but McCoy makes a play. Good play by him. And Idaho is in this game. They turned over the ball a couple drives ago. Weber State went and capitalized on it immediately and scored. But even after that, you drove back down the field, scored, got the 2-point conversion, 21-21 with 5 minutes, almost 6 minutes left in the third quarter. You are right within striking distance. Right within striking distance. Good position to be in. You got a 2nd and 10. Weber's going to try to run it on the outside, and Idaho's just got him dead to rights. Good play. Good play. 3rd and 13. Number 10's going to try to run it, but Idaho's there. Good play by Idaho. Good play by Idaho. They get the stop on 3rd and 13, and they get the ball back inside on their own 35. Run play, nothing. This play gets pretty blown up by these 2 D linemen. I mean, this is really good push by Weber State's D line. I mean, look at them reset the line of scrimmage. This play was never going to go anywhere. Great play. 94's got contained. I mean, everybody's winning here. Everybody's winning here. This is what you love to see as a defensive coordinator. He ran into the back of his own guy, and he's going to get a loss of yardage. They ended up getting a few yards on second down, making it 3rd and 5. And let's see what Idaho draws up. Got the mesh on the inside. Man, pressure in his face. He's actually got something here. 17 wrecked this game. They keep bringing these late pressures by their linebackers. So they're dropping out their D end, bringing 3 of the D linemen, but then they're blitzing 2 linebackers, and one of them comes free. They basically overloaded that right side. Everybody's got a man on the right side for the defense. On the left side of the offensive line, they overloaded it. Everybody's got a man. He already had a man who was blitzing from the jump, but the guard had to pick up one of the linebackers. There's 2 linebackers that are coming in the same gap. Pause. And number 17 gets the pressure. It's almost an interception for Weber. It wasn't, but I think you've got something here. I think he had, I don't know, I think this is a tight end on the mesh. I don't know what the OTB looked like. The OTB looked covered, but you probably could have had this tight end right here for the first down. The pressure helped Weber State out, and Idaho ended up punting it, and it's gonna hurt them. Idaho punted away to Weber State, and Weber State's going to get a huge play on this punt return. This is one of the bigger plays in the game. So you had the turnover. By Idaho. Weber State scored. You got the stop right there through the pressure. It was 3rd and 5. You got the stop. You got the pressure on McCoy, and the ball was incomplete, almost intercepted. But then you punted away. This is probably one of the top 3 biggest plays in the game for Weber State here that led them to win. This big old return that got them deep into Idaho territory, inside really the red zone of Idaho on one return. That's killer. That's killer. And then to make it worse, Idaho's here. It's 3rd and 11, 55 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. You got Weber State. They got down there. It hurts. They made a big play. They got you on the punt return. They stopped you on offense. But you have a chance to get off the field right here. It's 3rd and 11. You have to get off the field. You have to make a tackle. You have to make a play here. And they do not. This is a killer. They're going to run this play. Really, I think Weber State was just running this to, let's get what we can. Let's kick the field goal. Let's take the 24-21 lead. That's what most coaches would think. But, you got a guy right here, missed tackle. He dove, tried to get there, missed tackle. You got 4 white jerseys here. 4 white jerseys here. Nobody makes the play. That is questionable effort. They probably thought dude right here had the tackle, but somebody's got to make this play. Somebody's got to make this play. That is rough, and 35 is going to walk in the end zone. Weber State takes the 28-21 lead on Idaho. And Idaho's on the outside looking in. You got about 40 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And Idaho needs something. Idaho's looking for something. Are they going to find it? Let's find out. First play, 1st and 10. Sack. 17 again. 17 was wrecking this game. I'm telling you right now, 17 was wrecking this game. So you're going to have this late pressure by number 17. I don't know if he's looking at the running back, the quarterback, but you have 5 on the line of scrimmage already pre-snap, and then you're going to bring 2 more. So pressure all the way. No, you actually dropped one out. You dropped one out late. So 13 dropped out late. So you're bringing 6. Your tight ends aren't in. Your running back's in the protection, but 17 just gets free. 17 just gets free, and he's going to get that sack. 2nd and 19. So you got 2nd and 19. The 4th quarter just started. They flipped the field. 2nd and 19 inside your own 5. They're going to try to run this inside zone. These guys are getting blown up front. O-line is getting blown up front. There's nowhere for this running back to go. The line of scrimmage is the O-line is in the running back's face right as he hits the ball. There's Weber State bodies all over the place. 3rd and 17. This is the straw that broke the camel's back. That's a saying that they use. This is the straw that broke the camel's back. This is a killer right here. So it's 3rd and 17. You're already in a bad situation, and Idaho's just going to try to, get whatever they can to get out of there. No. This is the wrong play. I'm thinking of a different play. So this wasn't the fumble, but Idaho's going to try to run this under to number 1 on 3rd and 17. Watch it here. Try to run this under on 3rd and 17. And Weber State's going to let him get about 7, maybe get back to the original line of scrimmage, and they're going to punt it away. They punted it away. Weber State's going to try to run it on 2nd and 10, and Idaho's going to have it. Excuse me. Thank you for ever said bless you. I appreciate you. They're going to try to bounce this run to the outside, and he's not going to get anything. Good pursuit. Way to be there. Good play. 2nd and 10. Got a 3rd and 9. And number 10 is going to try to scramble. He's going to have to throw it away. Nothing is there. Looks like Idaho's probably in probably a quarters. Nope. It looks like a cover 2. Probably a Tampa. Because it looks like he's trying to, I don't know, man. The way he's playing it, there's nobody underneath for him. It's a zone coverage. Nobody's open. That's what we're going to say. They ran a zone. Weber State's trying to find holes in the zone. Nobody's open. Number 10's just going to have to throw it out of bounds. Good play by Idaho. Idaho gets off the field. Weber State punts it away. And Idaho's got the ball back with about 12 minutes left in the 4th quarter. They're going to try to run this, this pass play. And it's going to be super successful. So they're going to hand it off to the running back. I don't have the beginning of the play, but they're going to hand it off to the running back, who tosses it to the receiver, who then tosses it back to McCoy, who's going to launch it to Hatten up the sidelines, and he's just going to do what he does. I mean, that, if there's any older people watching this video and you see all the young kids are always like head tap, talking about head tap, this is what we call a head tap. This is the definition of a head tap. The ball is caught on top of that DB's head. So you guys are hip on the lingo now. I'm making you guys hip on the lingo. Catch up. Great play. Great play. Great play. Great play. I can't say it enough. That was a great catch. Run on the outside on 3rd and 6 for Idaho. They're on the 40 of Weber State. And he's going to be short. But there's a flag. I think they called holding. Yeah, they're going to call holding here on this tackle. Right here. Holding. Called that. So 3rd and 6 turns into 3rd and 16. And there's really nothing that they can do here. This is the straw that broke the camel's back. So the last drive, what I was talking about, this is the straw that broke the camel's back. This is effectively, I mean, there's still 10 minutes left in this game. 28-21, Weber State's winning. 3rd and 16. They're most likely throwing this just to get what they can get and punt it away. Maybe, I mean, they're close to midfield. They have a really good field goal kicker. Maybe they can get in the field goal range. I don't think they can. They're really just trying to, it's really just a check down. And man, number 1 was almost down on this play, but the ball did come out. I do have the slow-mo of this one, so we're going to watch it back, but this hurts. This hurts. This is the 2nd turnover. You had the turnover, the 1st turnover. You had the punt return. There's just been some big plays and inopportune times that have hurt you, and this is going to be one of them. I mean, his knee hit it, and that ball is out. That is a turnover 100%. Weber State gets that turnover, gets back on top of it. There's 9 minutes left in the game, 28-21 lead. Weber State's got the ball on their own 40. What are they going to do? Run to 35 on 1st and 10. And then you got a 3rd and 1. I don't know why he didn't throw it to the running back. I mean, I would have just thrown it out to the running back. But I think they were running some type of special play here, and it probably broke down. I don't know so much what they were running, but it seems like they're kind of, Weber State's kind of confused here. Maybe a run, like they're run blocking up front. Because look at the action with the linemen. Maybe they're not run blocking. Maybe they're pass blocking, but looks like some people are confused. And man, this is another, man, I forgot about this. You have to make this play. 3rd and 1. This is one of the biggest plays of the game for Weber State. They got a 28-21 lead playing against a good Idaho squad, but like, you got to get this, man. You got to get this, man. You have to get this. You have to make this tackle right here. And then right here, you have to make this tackle. Let's see where the first down is at. The first down is at the 50. So he has to get to the 50. You have to make that tackle right there. You have to. He falls back and gets the first down. What a hell of a play by number 10. I mean, that was a hell of a play by him. Great play by him to get that first down. Great effort. But that is rough by Idaho. That's bad tackling, and you got to make that. You got to make that. On 2nd and 16, I think they got a penalty the next play. I think Idaho or Weber State got a penalty one of the next plays, and he's going to get nothing there. Tries to throw it off to the side. Nothing. Run play to number 7, who's working again. Is that number 7? Looks like, yeah, number 7. Good run play for about a couple yards, but it's 4th down, and Weber State's gonna punt it away. Weber State punts it away, and they get a phenomenal bounce. Phenomenal bounce. This is textbook. They pin them inside the 5, and Weber State's gonna try to get something, or Idaho's gonna try to get something going. You got this under by this tight end. Quick little dump off on 3rd and 4. And he's going to get the first down. Good first down play. Good first down play. Getting pressure. Pressure in his face. So it's 1st and 10 right after that play. He's getting pressure in his face. I mean, this offensive line is getting collapsed. Getting collapsed. Getting collapsed. Just caving in on him. And he just throws it away. But I don't think it was grounding because there was a receiver in the area. So now you got 2nd and 10. Running back on a swing, throw it to him, incomplete. I don't know how many yards he would have got after the catch, but he might have got quite a bit. But 2nd and 10, incomplete pass. No bueno, man. No bueno. So you got 3rd and 10. Trying to go deep, and you can't really see. I don't know if they replayed this. I think this might have been PI, but also I'm on the fence with things like that because I kind of appreciate the refs allowing people to play, but watch when it's my team, it's going to be something different. But I kind of like the fact that refs kind of let people play late in the game. You know, don't let the refs decide the game don't let the refs decide the game. But this, I mean, this looks kind of close. But also I could see that they don't make this call. The only reason I could see them making that call is because it looks like he's holding his arm. But it looks like he's trying to make a play on the ball as well. So they kind of might have seen it as fair play. Idaho obviously was not happy about that, but that's on 3rd and 10. There's 3 minutes left in the game, and it's incomplete. So you got a 4th and 10, and I don't know what they were looking at here, but he's going to really throw it to nobody. I thought it was going to be intentional grounding, but I could see them not calling intentional grounding because obviously it's 4th and 10, so it's going to be a turnover downs anyway. But maybe he was trying to get to Hatten. It looks like Hatten might be trying to get upfield right here. But they're going to get nothing. Nothing. Looks like 4 verts, 3 verts. And just to no man's land. Nobody. So that is going to conclude my video. Weber State ended up getting a field goal, making it 31-21. And then Idaho put on a late drive and scored with like 12 seconds left. They might have went for 2. They might have been unsuccessful. I think the ending score was like 31-20, 27, 28, 31-28, I think was the final score. I believe it was 31-28 was the final score. But it wasn't that close. Idaho got that drive late, but there was really no time. They ended up just getting the drive, and then like 12 seconds kicked it onside. Was unsuccessful, and Weber State nailed it out. Great game by Weber State. Unfortunate loss for Idaho. Big win for Weber State, a team that's been down this year. Idaho, they really look forward to the playoffs at this point. They got Idaho State that they cannot sleep on this week. That's a rivalry game inside the Dome. I don't know if that game is in Idaho State or at Idaho, but it's going to be a big game. Last game of the season for everybody in the Big Sky. Last week of the regular season. Playoffs will begin very shortly. That's going to be super exciting. Idaho's going to be in the playoffs. Montana State's going to be in the playoffs. I believe Sac State will be in the playoff. Well, we got Sac State, UC Davis playing this weekend as well, so we'll see who out of them makes the playoffs. But it's going to be an exciting push for the end of the regular season. Obviously, you got the Brawl of the Wild this week, Montana versus Montana State. That's what game everybody is going to have circled on their calendar. That's what game everybody's going to be watching this weekend. That will decide the Big Sky, who's going to be the Big Sky champion. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. Great end to the season. Unfortunate for Idaho, but they still have playoffs playing in their favor. Hopefully they can get it figured out for the playoffs so it can make a playoff push. Coach Eck has done a phenomenal job with the Idaho Vandals this year and last year. It's been awesome to see their turnaround. When they're good, the whole Big Sky is good, and I love it. But yeah, it's going to be an exciting end. I appreciate you guys for tapping in, and I'll catch you guys next time.